All right, how's it going, everyone? This is Giga. This is the second live stream of Sword and Staff. How's it going, scientist? The Phantom and Full Flex. Yeah, I just like the music. And today I'm also here with Varsity. How's it going, Varsity?
Great.
All right. Yeah, thanks for joining me. So today this is gonna be a relatively short stream. We had a pretty interesting guild war today. So I just want to showcase for people who are not familiar with the game, also showcase what the guild clash looks like, and we're gonna basically replay a few battles. You got anything you want to mention about guild clash, Varsity, before you go in?
Oh my gosh, I love Guild Clash. So it's absolutely fantastic because everybody that's in your guild makes a difference. It's not you need to have some people up top, but there's a lot of strategy in the middle. And as you're about to see, I think in the Guild Clash we're in, even if you're the least powerful person in the guild, your actions make a difference. Your build makes a difference, and so I just love it. I just love it.
Yeah. I love it too. Basically, yeah, everyone participates, and like Varsity is saying, not just kind of the top whales have a place to play, but everyone have what they need to contribute. So yeah, pretty much this is like a full guild versus full guild kind of battle. And apparently, if there's a difference between the number of members, they're gonna fill your guild with NPCs, which get taken out fairly easily. But yeah, so I think the way it works is pretty much everyone towards the bottom are worth like 10 points. So if you hit anybody and win, you get 10 points. And then there are 6 players with this kind of pedestal. They're standing on like a bigger stone platform. Those are worth 50 points each, and there are 6 of those. And then the top 3 are worth 100 points each. They're sitting on sort of a winged platform at the very top. So usually the guild puts like their strongest 3 players on top, and then the other 6, moderately strong players, and then the rest are just like on the rest of the position. And then, so as a player, you get 3 attacks per guild war. And you can hit anyone you want, but usually you want to hit somebody who you can defeat in one go. If not, we strategize and we hit the same person a bunch of times to try to finish them off. Because whatever damage you deal is accumulated. So like if you deal like 70% damage, somebody else can do 30%, then both of you attacking the same target will finish that target off and gain you that point. And then each target can be hit 3 times. So for example, like these position where you see it says a cleared, so that means they had been attacked and fully defeated 3 times. Versus some people, they look like they're still standing, but they have been defeated already. I think you can see, this number. I guess this number on the shield to the left of this health bar looking thing. So if it says 2, it means they can defeat it 2. They can be defeated 2 more times. But if it's 0, it's they have been fully cleared. So I think that's how that works. And then each player can only hit an opponent player, like the same opponent player once. So you cannot hit the same person like 3 times. You have to coordinate if you want to kind of gang up on the same person. But yeah, so that's overall the rules. It's pretty good. Requires a lot of coordination. Pretty fun. So let's go in and take a look at some of the major battle that occurred today, and we're gonna see some battles from our fellow guild members as well. So first, let's take a look at my own battles, and feel free to jump in anytime, Varsity.
Like you can see on the right-hand side, it says challenge, challenge, challenge. Those are the 3 opponents that you fought against in this battle. So there will never be more than 3. and only you can see those challenged. So the other guild members don't know who you've hit unless they look at the battle history.
That's right. That's right. Oh, we have Breezy in the chat as well. Hey, how's it going, Breezy? So Breezy is another old friend of mine. We played this game called Go-Go Muffin a while back. Has some similarity to this game. It's sort of like a MMO, but that game is like not idle. Like there's real time battle. Like it's actually pretty intense. But that was a long time ago. Let's see. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I was in the same guild with Breezy. So Breezy was actually the one who initially recommended this game to me because he started playing it months ago. And then I said I would check it out, and it turned out to be really, really fun. So, okay. So let's take a look at my battle. Let's start with my battle. So on the top left, you can click on this icon right here, and it brings up all the history. So you can look at your own battle and your opponent's battle. So if we start with my record, so I usually just attack their top three, so this is I think in terms of power, this is the strongest player on the enemy side. But I think the actual strongest is their guild leader. So their guild leader is this person, Sats. So if you click on their guild, you can see Sats is their guild leader. But let's check the first attack I did. There we go. We'll put on 2 times speed. Yeah, so I'm pretty much still going a fully reflect build. We call it the Thorns build for those of you who are in the know. This is the EHP Thorns build, guys. So I don't need any attack. All of my skills are there to benefit the reflect damage. Okay, so that was the first fight. Didn't take much damage there, and then
impressive. He basically stood there and watched him kill himself. That was impressive.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. So there's the Silver. Silver is a sage. But obviously nowhere as strong as Varsity, so has no hope of defeating me. But in general, the more hits your skills have, the faster you die, because a lot of the reflect damage is based off of how many hits I take. Except I do have, so I have 2 reflect skill on. One of them is called Reflective Armor. That one is based on how strong you hit, but the rebound skill is based on how many times you hit. So against this Sage, because they use more dots, they don't hit that many hits, so it takes a bit longer. But he was not able to do any damage. Maybe a little bit, like slimmer of health. Okay, so that was the second fight. The third guy, the third person, which is the guild leader. So this person did the most damage to me when I was fighting. He's actually got pretty decent attack. But the problem is, he's using a lot of multi-hits attacks like that. So it's big damage to himself. Look at that. He's also using some kind of shield himself as well. I guess what's it called, like mana shield or something. So he is able to mitigate some of the damage that I'm bouncing back. Oh, Breezy said if they allow server transfers in the
technique to counter the thorns that's effective, at least at our kind of level and season, and none of them are even close to doing that.
Yeah, but I checked the future skills, so we actually get more Thorn type skills as well, like more shield, like more skills that give myself shield, but also more like reflective damage passives in the future. So I think the storm build is going to be irrelevant for a very long time.
I think the only thing that I would say about your thorn build, I think you should have just one small poke, so they have to attack you. Because otherwise, if they just sit around, you just ultimately very, very slowly destroy them. So that's the only thing. I love your build. I'd love to see a poke on it.
Yeah, maybe I have like one attack skill. So yeah, but right now all four skills basically are there to benefit Thorns. But I'll take a look at future skills and maybe I'll put like one attack skill in. We'll see. um, let's see. Yeah, Breezy said if they allow server transfers in the future, I'll come to you, Giga. Yeah, Breezy, for sure, for sure. I don't expect server transfer to ever be a thing, but maybe one day, you know, when the Nexus gets like big enough, right? Like we could do some co-op because maybe our servers will finally meet at some point. All right, so now let's look at some other folks' attacks. So let's go to Varsity. You ready, Varsity?
Is this the one versus their guild leader?
Yeah. Let's see here.
So Ursats has 2.67 million power, so about a 25 to 30% increase in power over me, and it was a real kind of challenge to figure out. Look at the attack log.
Yeah.
On the attack log.
Let's first look at how Varsity blocked one of their attack like a pro. So we look at this attack from Rock Banner. So in general, like anytime that they attack you, especially like one of your top players, if they attack you but you don't die, it's really, really good. Because then that means like one of your strong players wasted an attack, right? So Rock Banner is pretty strong. You can see here. So he's 2.14 million, which is higher than Varsity's power. But we can see Varsity playing like a pro and blocking that full attack in this battle.
Things that's interesting about this type of battle is that you have to set your defense before the clash happens, and so I had just moved into a new category of elite. I didn't have all my skills yet, so my defensive skills are very different than my offensive skills. But even with the defensive skills, you can see here where his kind of real aggressive strategy just backfires on him.
Yeah. If Varsity saved his defense like a few hours later, he would have been much stronger actually. Oh, and Arizante is here. Arizante is the guild lead of one of the biggest guild, Lunaris, in the game. In one of the earlier Nexus, I don't know which Nexus exactly, but you can actually see Lunarius from the Guild Clash leaderboard. So if we go to rankings, we can see on my screen, I can see number 1 is Lunarius. So we can see the guild leader is Sunless. So Sunless is Arizante in the chat right now. He's a guild lead. So he actually has a cross game Discord, a pretty big cross game Discord. And I used to play a game called Idol Huntress like many years ago, and that's how I met him. That's how I joined that gaming community. We haven't really played any games together. Like we haven't really played any games together for years. But yeah, we're still friends, and I still go into his Discord every once in a while and chat. But his gaming Discord is basically cross mobile game. Like he plays a lot of like different gacha games, mobile games, and things like that. So yeah, big guild, big cross game guild. So just wanted to give you a shout out, Arizante and Sunless. Okay, let's go back here. Let's see. All right, so that was varsity defending an attack like a pro. So we'll see here, varsity attacking. Let's see here. Their guild lead. So we'll start with this one. Yeah, so their guild leader is actually quite strong, but varsity was able to take him down in one attack. Even though their guild leader is like more than 300,000 power higher than varsity. So we'll see how this was done. This was a very exciting battle.
This one, I spent some time looking at how he was built ahead of time. I swapped out my pets from Nyx to Aegis Wing, which is the one you see there that basically stops me from dying for a while. That's what that bubble is all about. And then I changed up my skills to go complete erosion, no weakness, no slow, none of the other things, because his stats are so much higher that a weakening or a slow just would not make a huge difference for the two of us. My only goal was basically to stay alive long enough to be able to stack a bunch of erosions and kill him. And he was pretty close there, as you can see, but stacking up the abilities made it a lot easier to do that, particularly with the Sage having this 2-turn, after you take lethal damage, you stick around like a Dark Angel and then continue to damage. So even though he's stronger, because of the types of skills he was using, I was able to create a build that could close that 300 to 400k power gap.
Yeah, and then the expert level of skill placement was awesome. Like the use of Aegis Wing to gain a bit of health back, along with the kind of the Undying, right? What's the skill called? Let's see, which one is...
You're talking about, it's a charm, right?
Shadow Vengeance. I just call it Undying. In some other games, this is like Undying. But yeah, Shadow Vengeance. So we can see upon taking lethal damage for the first time, the caster survives with 1 HP, enters Shadow form, lasting until the end of caster's turn, and then up to 4 global turns. So this basically gives him one more turn that he can like just fully go ham on the enemy, and the enemy can't do anything about it. So as long as he can kill the enemy before the end of his last attack, then that would be considered his victory. So again, we're gonna go back and watch this one more time. So we can see here first the bubble is gonna pop, and that's gonna give him a lot of heal. Big damage from popping those dots. Yeah, look at that big heal, and that big heal is actually critical because it allowed him to survive this hit right here without triggering Undying too early. Because if that was triggered right there, he would have lost one more turn. And then the battle would have ended in a loss. So see now varsity acted, and now the Undying triggered on the enemy's turn, and on the enemies attacking him. So that gave him one more turn to trigger all those erosions at the end. Boom. Perfect. Perfectly done, varsity. That was an awesome fight. And by the way, if we look at some of the defense log, it's pretty funny because the two of the top players like both wasted their attacks on me. So you can see, so this one, right? This person probably just didn't look at his log because I killed him like from 100%. So attacking me and probably wasn't a good idea, but he did deal 35% damage. And then Irats wanted to run back, so he saw that I was already damaged. So he hit me again, right? So I started at 70% health, and so he's trying to see if he could finish me, but obviously that's not happening. So that was the fight where he was on the attacking side. But I guess he also did not really watch replay because he should have taken off some of the multi-hit skills. Maybe he would have fared better. Yeah, so he.
It's such a trap. Your build makes you seem like such a good target, and yet they just burn themselves out on you.
Yeah. My build looks so harmless. Like it looks almost like I forgot to change my defensive skills from like my regular run pushing, like a exploration skill set, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then I'm also using the lowest tier pet, the little piggy.
I love that piggy though. I love that you named him Buddha because you can customize the name of your pets.
Yes.
So that's another nice little feature. They've got lots of kind of outfits and costumes and skins and things to make everyone look a little bit different. And it's kind of fun to see people as they kind of change names and optimize.
That's right. Buta is a reference in a Gurren Lagann, by the way. There's a little pig in a Gurren Lagann. So for those of you who have watched the anime Gurren Lagann, you'll recognize Buta. Let's see. Let me just read some chat real quick. Arizona said, yeah, I mean, here's hoping, I think in Nexus 22, Lunaris has the strongest guild content, but maybe lower on top ranking guild average. We'll see where we turn out, but hopefully friends joining us from other servers and maybe later other Nexus. Yeah, for sure. For sure, that's a celebrity guild. Later Nexus at the earliest would be Season 6, since the devs so far haven't shown much. Well, to change content paths from CN. Arizona says, to be honest, I hope Nexus don't get merged anytime soon. The gap is too big from 1 to 16. Maybe it'll be slow one at a time. Yeah, I mean, at some point, I think the big Nexus will have to merge with each other, right? At some point, if they keep doing basically merge with a nearby Nexus thing, eventually, like, a lot of the Nexus will have to merge. Let's see. Did you configure the splash art in-game files? No, that splash art is in the game. It's called Divine Might. It's pretty good. I like it because the guy is pointing up towards the sky, and that's how Kamina from Gurren Lagann likes to pose sometimes. He likes to point at the sky, signifying that his drill shall one day pierce the heavens. Or in the lore accurate way of saying is actually Shimon's drill. Shimon's drill will one day pierce the heavens. You're not wearing anything special. Yeah, I'm not, because I don't like anything too flashy. I like, more like kind of friendly, approachable fashion. But once I get the wing does look really cool though in this outfit set. So once I get the wings, I don't have the wings yet, but once I get the wings, maybe I'll switch to the full outfit of the this set. But we'll see. Let's see.
The Cabbage uniform, it is its own set of hotness. I love that that's what you're running around in.
Yeah, it's pretty cute, right? It's like adorable bear. Okay, cool. Yeah. So, oh, by the way, I'm using a boar. This boar. Okay, don't look down on that boar. Let me show you. So that boar, is let's see the boar. Okay. So the board, what it does is when I lose 15% HP, it gives me a shield, right? Up to 16%. 16% is actually quite a lot, and it can trigger 5 times. So, it's like almost 100% of my defense as shield, right? Because 16 times 5 is like 90%. It's like almost 100%. So this gives me almost 100% shield. Which actually is double the amount of one of my strongest shield adding skills. Because this one, it just gives me 47%, which is a lot already. So you can imagine 100% shield is actually a lot. And also in most cases, like these small increments of shield is actually really helpful. Because I have like this skill, which basically says, even if I have a little bit of shield, if I get hit by a big attack, like a big single damage attack, it will reflect 3 times the damage. So that little piggy, if it gives me like a little bit of shield, and then you hit me with like a giant attack, well, you're taking 3x back. So Yeah, so that's why I'm using Piggy. Um, I probably will switch to Aegis Wing later once I have that built up. Just because like we discovered today that Aegis Wing is actually quite good. Based on Varsity's battle, we conclude that Aegis Wing is actually quite good in Guild Wars. Just because like if your health is low and somebody attacks you and don't finish you off, Aegis Wing could actually heal you from like a lower health to back to like higher health if that person is not doing a good job. So like in Guild Wars context, like Aegis Wing is actually really really good. So I might just get Aegis Wing later just for that. Right? Does that make sense, Varsity?
If you go back to that power for a second, there are a couple of things that I just have some questions on that particular power.
Sure. Which one? The Piggy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the reflection power skill that you had up there for a second.
Oh, the reflection power. Okay. This one.
No, the one that does the 3 times damage with light damage back.
Yep. This one, yeah, reflective armor.
There's 2 things in there that are interesting, right? So the first one is obviously if it's a summon, you're just killing the summon rather than the person. But the other thing is, when you're doing your damage back, it's light damage. Are you building elemental mastery, or are you doing like lots of light affinity or anything to increase that light damage and make sure it hits? How are you making sure that bounce going back is gonna actually land?
Yeah. So I'm actually not sure if this skill can miss or can be blocked. That would be something to be answered by one of our veteran players, because we are pretty new players here. So I don't know if that this skill, like the reflective damage from this skill, is actually then blockable. Yeah, I do have a lot of relics in the light category to boost this damage, because we can see the reflection ratio is a percentage plus a flat amount. So I think this flat amount does get boosted by light affinity. I actually also have a lot of elemental tickets, gacha tickets saved up, which I'm just waiting for more relic regions to unlock and kind of just spend that in one go. But yeah, I think boosting your light affinity in this case is gonna help for sure. Oh, scientist, the question was, if this reflective attack can then be mitigated by the opponent's, let's say their block or their dodge, or like their light Aegis status from relic. That was the question. Let's see. Arizona said you might want to tell all of your well Aegis is required for Purgatory in Hellhold. Okay, I guess they just do a lot of damage, so maybe we should get some Aegis. Good call. Like extremely required. Like people cancel the queue if they know you don't have it type of deal. Oh wow. I bet you being a tank, maybe you can carry, but it's hard as duelist or sorc solo. I see. So duelist or sorcerer needs to have Aegis in the Purgatory level difficulty of the dungeon in order to not get one shot. I see. That's good to know. Yeah. So for our for duelist, sorcerer, for any of our DPS whales, I think, as mentioned, it is probably a good idea to get like one copy of Aegis Wing, so that you don't get one shot in the Purgatory difficulty. Although Purgatory is probably not gonna happen for a bit for us, so there's time, because I think the next dungeon is gonna have Nightmare, and probably the one after that is gonna have Purgatory. So we have some time to prepare. Okay, let's go back to the guild war. Let's see. Yeah, and then you can visually see how much health somebody has. So you can see like on the top, I have 3 life left, right? So nobody was able to kill me at all. And then my health is at like about 30%. So probably they need like 10 more people to attack me to to bring me back, because I think their top players have already attacked me to bring me down. But that would not be worth it in most cases, right? Because you're wasting 10 attacks on one person. Okay, and then let's see. We can, let's look at some of our other guilds' attacks, right? For the fun of it. Let me see if I can find Lance. Should be pretty early. Yeah, our guild is pretty active, as we can see. Like, there are a lot of attacks happening already. People have been doing those attacks very nicely. We'll feature a few folks who are in chat right now as well. I see Scientist is in chat, so that's Merlin. So let's look at Merlin taking down this person, getting 50 attack points. Feel free to jump in and commentate anytime, Varsity.
There's some great side chatter going on right now. Everything from essentially kind of, how to carry to what's required and different strategies. It's one of the things I really like about this game is that there's multiple approaches, right? So obviously everyone can go Nyx and just try to kill it before it kills them. You can, try the survival with Aegis Wing. You can have a healer. And of course, as is the case in almost every game, most of the people that do healing, some of them switch and do DPS instead. And there's their own, everyone has their own opinion as to whether or not heals are cool or not.
Yeah, you queue a healer and you actually heal, you're a Giga chat, right? Alright, let's look at this one from Lance. So Lance is fighting Mimes. Pretty similar power. Let's see how Lance dealt with that opponent that earned us 50 points. Pull them in and just strike them. Very good. Oh, yes. Acted again. Lance is pretty fast, seems like, and it got a lot of speed. Decently tanky as well. So I guess Lance's setup is every time he attacks, he just pulls them in and just slashes them. And every once in a while he does like a bigger attack. But yeah, we can see like the power difference is not that big, but there's no hope for the opponent. Like Lance is just way too strong for him. Look at that.
One of the things I really like about Lance, for those who don't see him, is that guy is on our server and our guild chat constantly caring and helping others. I have not seen a more helpful player on our server than Lance. He is always there to help. I mean, you are too, Giga, but I'm just saying, Lance, that's like his thing. He's awesome, and I think he's pretty well beloved on the server.
That's right, yeah, for sure. Yeah, Lance is pretty well known. He even has the title, right? He has the title that says he's carried a lot of people, right?
Yeah, it's a crazy title, too. So we have like 500 carries or something like that. Some crazy amount.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I get the names mixed up sometimes. So Merlin is a Zashu. Merlin is Zashu. Scientist is a K2Say. I have to find K2Say. There we go. There's K2Say. So K2Say also earned us 50 attack points with this attack. Let's see how... and this is also our guild leader. Let's see how our guild leader obliterated our opponents and earned us 50 points. Easy peasy, too easy. Look at our fearless guild leader go.
Just brutal.
Alright, let's see. Anybody else in chat wants to be featured? Oh, I see Asri. Let's see if I can find Asri. When did you attack? Do I see? Oh, I see Asri. Oh, Astrid actually earned us 50 attack points as well. Look at that. I guess fairly similar power, right? Pretty close. Let's see how Astrid did. Astrid actually has two accounts. This is the alt, and then there's a main account as well. I can see if I can find it.
I just find that, how do you have the time and the focus to be able to do that? It takes a unique person to be able to run multiple accounts.
Yeah, I can never do that. I'm always a one account person. So this is actually a pretty close fight. Look at that. We'll just speed it up because it looks like it's gonna take a while.
The things I really am seeing is that the journey for kind of this game is, even though you're working together as groups, you've got PvP, you've got PvE content, you've got a lot of guild things you're doing together. Everyone gets to experience the same things together. It's just a matter of when. And that does, at least so far, make me happy. It may be season 6 or 7. There's something that you just can't reach for a while, but I do like the way that they really have designed this so that what Asri's doing here is just as epic a battle as you going up against Pew Pew or Lance fighting as well. Everyone has their moment of glory, and I just love that.
Yeah, for sure. And also that fight was pretty interesting because I think for the first half, Astrid was losing because I saw the opponent had more health. But then at some point, Astrid did like a really big attack. Maybe it was like a big crit or something. And that just turned the tide of the battle. Did you see that?
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, so that was interesting. Now let's see if we can find Astrid's main account. There we go. Asrina. Oh, I guess Astrid's main account basically attacked the same person, Lilith. But this one I expect to be a pretty one-sided fight. It's like I killed you with my ult, and now I'm gonna kill you with my main as well. That person is not having a good day.
No, and it's a lot faster on the main, isn't it? I mean, look at that. Just
I suppose if Astrid have two ults, he has that. If he's running 3 accounts, he could potentially just take someone out completely, like all 3 life. Basically, right? Alright, let's see. I see. Who else do I see in chat?
many spending levels in this game, and it's really interesting to see people's kind of opinions on what's possible.
Yeah, and showing people what's possible is what I love to do. Let's see. Yeah, J Orange is in the chat, so we're gonna look at J Orange. Let's see any fun ones. So J Orange attacked 2 easier targets, but he did contribute to wearing down Kitty Cat. So this is actually what I was saying, that you can have a bunch of people gang up on one person and like claim those points. So we look at this one. So Kitty Cat is already pretty low, but J Orange is going to contribute about 4% more damage, which in some cases is going to be helpful. Okay, J Orange is utilizing Sage Undying skill to deal a little bit of extra damage. Very good. But in fact, if we can click on the opponent and go to battle records as well and see who attacked the person. So we can see here actually. So Lance attacked this person, dealt 60%. Swifty dealt 15%. And then, a bunch of people attacked and dealt like some attack at some percentage. And then Varsity came in at the end for the win. And we see at this point, Kitty Cat is already pretty worn out, so it was an easy pickup for Varsity.
It was pretty brutal how quick she went down. It was just crazy.
Yeah. As we could look at the first fight of Kitty Cat versus Lance. That might be an interesting one. So Lance did 60% of the damage. Now Kitty Cat did not have any skill that reflected damage, so I unfortunately do not approve of this knight. Of course, everybody can play their class however they want, but yeah, I like to have knights who have Thorn, big Thorn. Nice. Duelist has some kind of like Undying as well, but it's like a big damage reduction once it's triggered. But that helps them live 1 to 2 returns more as well. Pretty useful. Yeah, but notice that Lance was hitting up like 600,000 power, right? Like look at the power difference. And he did like 60% of Kitty Cat's health. Just think about that. Like if Lance was like 2 million, like Kitty Cat would be like standing no chance. So yeah, Lance is a pretty amazing player as well. But overall, this guild it has some strong players, but I don't think they're nearly as active as we are. I don't see nearly as much of their attacks compared to like how many we are attacking, but also they are ahead, so like like their skills, it's already 100, a level 120. I'm the highest level on our server and my skills are only 91. So yeah, they're at least a few days ahead of us. I don't know exactly how many days, so that's we got matched with somebody who's like pretty significantly ahead of us, but yeah, it looks like we're gonna pull through because our guild is more active, and our top players are also like, not only there's a level of spending, but we're also playing very smart. We see the expert level strike down of the enemy guild leader from Varsity, and we see a lot of good contributions from Lance, Fern, Swifty, and some of other top players. So yeah, we are going to win this guild clash, and overall, this is a pretty fun mode, right, Varsity?
I mean, look, I love the mode. I love that, particularly, players like Lance. We punch above our weight, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm grateful for the other guild members that participate. So I kind of feel bad for the guild that we're playing against because they don't have a full roster of active players. And so, I think the server merge and recruitment will be really important. I wonder if Ari or any of the other servers have really good recruitment channels.
Yeah, I wonder. Okay, cool. So that was the guild clash, and before we end today's stream, we're also gonna very quickly look at last week's tournament. Let's see here, because in the last stream I mentioned that because sometimes I have timing-wise the tournament timing is a little bit tricky for me to stream the tournament live. So I mentioned that typically I'll stream the tournament after the tournament is over. Like I'll stream last week's tournament. But maybe for this week, I'll see if I can find some time on Saturday to actually stream the tournament live, because I think that was pretty fun. I'm Let me see.
Man, I enjoyed watching our guild tournament more than the World Cup, and that's saying something.
Yeah, that was really fun. Although looks like maybe there's some kind of glitch. Like it's not showing up on my end. The last week's tournament because it just shows blank. So maybe we'll try again later. So this is supposed to show the last tournament, and then you can like go into the bracket and click on the video, the video that was recorded, the fight. But for some reason, it's not showing up here. Maybe I can try restarting my game. See here. See if that helps. Are you able to see the tournament on your end, Varsity? The tournament from last week?
No, I don't know. There's something weird going on with it. We had this last week too, where I wanted to go back and look at it, and it wasn't available anymore.
I see. Okay, well, in the future, I will try to stream the tournament live on Saturdays. But I assure all my viewers I did do tournaments. Yeah. So by the way we're doing tournament is we instead of setting up a team where like it's just the strongest from the server or strongest from the guild, we're trying to do each tournament. We're trying to do 2 well, 2 free to play, because in the seasonal score thingy. So if we look at total score here, at gameplay, you can see on the top right there's tournament server ranking. So basically the ranking of tournament gets factored into your seasonal score as its own score category. So and basically you only need like first place or second place like once in a season to get high score there. So we wanted to help our free to play more. So every week essentially, I pick one well or one semi-well to come with me, and then the other 2 slots are basically 2 free to play. So that way the free to play can try to get can potentially get a high ranking in a tournament. Now depending on what type of team is put up against me, as my victory is not guaranteed, but at least I would say I should make it to the top 2 if not the top 4, right? So yeah, but I think even with top 4 for free to play, they should get a pretty decent score here. So we kind of rotate, which are the 2 free to play players to bring each week, as well as the well who comes with me. So last year's tournament, it was me and Varsity plus 2 free to play. But I think for this week, I'm gonna go with Lance and plus 2 free to play. Next week, I'll probably go with Swifty. So yeah, that's the plan in general. What do you think of that, Varsity?
I think if it's you and Swifty against Lance and me, particularly if we stock up the rest, we may give you a run for your money.
Yeah.
So, I do think the other thing is that because the betting is such a great way to reward people, it's having one team that is ultra dominant is interesting, and I'm hoping that the last match of the season, once everybody has all their points and everything else, I give you take 3 free to play. If we can give you a run for your money.
Oh, I see. I take 3 free to play, and then you form the strongest team, right?
I put together the team of the next strongest players, but there is a million power gap between you and the next strongest player on the server, about 1.5 down to the others. So you do have a lead. We have to find a way to make it interesting. But I wonder if people would bet against you if it was 3 of the next strongest versus you in free to play. And by the way, I have no idea what would happen because you're such a good strategic mind, and I know you would tweak things around, and it would be really interesting.
It would be, yeah. You could probably put some together like yourself, Lance, Swifty, and maybe Fern or let me see, or Akasuke, right? Something like that.
And it would really, I do think it would be an interesting challenge, and I'm all about interesting challenges because ultimately, um, one of the ways to kill off a server is to just have a couple people that get all the rewards, that do everything by themselves. If you're a lot like you and Lance and Swifty, and Aka and Fern, they're always helping, always making sure that it's a community. It's a very different vibe on the server, and I know that we're trying really hard to make sure that we keep that kind of a community so that we don't turn into something kind of more toxic.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, we help each other, and I mean the free to play player, like I explained, like they all have a role to play as well. Whether it be like in the guild. So if we look at like the way the guild works is, so everyone has to like pick a spot and mine something, and that like accumulates resource for the guild. So like if you go to the forge, it gives the guild the forge currency, like the what do we call that, like stone or whatever. Um, so if we go to like the upgrade tab, yeah, so like steel, yeah, so that gives the guild steel, and then there's like power station, gives some like moonstone, whatnot. So yeah, like all the free to play players in the guild, like they need to like AFK in certain spot to kind of strategically help the guild accumulate more resource. Yeah, so this one gives moonstone stone. And then other free to play players on the server, like they go gathering, and then they can sell stuff and make some money in the auction house. And then that resource becomes how we like make food and whatnot. So yeah, everyone plays a role. So we definitely try to help each other to try to make the server kind of thrive as one, right? Thrive together. So yeah, I love it. I love how that's going. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. And also, so our Discord, I guess we're turning our Discord into more of a like a multi-server, multi-guild Discord as well. We're setting that up. And so at some point I'll put the Discord link on the screen as well. And then even if you don't play on our server, you don't play, you're not in our guild, consider joining our server as well and come chat and come hang out. So I think scientist is doing some server construction. Scientist and as well as Zeshu, who is Merling, are doing some server construction to help us get there. Yeah, cool. So that's mostly what I wanted to show today. Just some fun guild battles. We didn't get to see the tournament because I think the tournament page like bugged out, but but that was some fun guild battle showcase. Hope you folks had fun. Anything else to add, Varsity?
Like, this has been great. These streams have been great. I'm really glad you're doing this, Giga, and I'm thrilled for our community and the people who are taking a look at us. If there's something you want us to talk about on the stream, obviously, this is the place to come and make sure you follow and support Giga's non-monetized streams so that we can have many more streams and videos like this.
Yeah. I'm mostly doing this just to kind of engage the community more and just have fun and share my thoughts. I'm not a real YouTuber. Like, I don't do this for a living. Like, I don't need to have this monetized in order to do YouTube. But yeah, that's the idea. Okay, cool. Thanks everyone for showing up. There's I think the chat is pretty active as well. People are giving advice to each other in the stream chat. I love it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch my own stream in more detail when I sign off, so I can just see what people are talking about in chat. But lots of good stuff there. Thank you again for showing up, Arizonte, aka Sunless, aka Mango, a celebrity guild leader of Lunarius. Let me just flash Lunarius again, just to give a shout out to our good old Lunarius guild. Let me see. Go to Guild Clash ranking. Lunaris top 1 in the on the ranking screen right now. Very cool, very cool. But yeah, thank you everyone from hanging out. Yeah, and if you wanna, want me to kind of watch your battle next time for the next stream, make sure you join chat as usual. If I see you in chat, I'm gonna put you up on screen and you're gonna be on TV. So be sure to do that next time. And thank you again for joining me, Varsity. It's always wonderful to have you on stream and chat with you.
Right back at you.
Thank you. All right, well, this has been the stream. Thank you, everyone. I will find another time to stream later this week as well, especially for the Saturday's tournament. I'll try to find some time for that. Anyways, thank you so much. This is Giga signing out.